I just want you to know that Martin Wills here and our teammates, and Martin Wills is the first African American to steal 100 bases. He's the first professional. And he saved the game. This one played in the old Negro Leagues before he became a major leaguer. So I'm so happy to be on the same stage. In 1964, I came to the stadium as a member of the Cleveland Indians. And the Minnesota Twins...
Hold on, just a second, let me set this up. This has to be the funniest story that I have ever heard. Because Mudcat Grant is very serious about his career, very serious about his teams, and a part of that paternalism of which we speak was something that he lived and he shared with me years ago, and he's going to share with you now.
Yeah.
Please.
In fact, the ball club being able to do whatever they wanted to with you at that time. I came to the stadium one Saturday morning. I always got to the stadium early, and I went to my locker, and there was nothing in my locker. And the guys would tell you in the locker room, you got everything in your locker. You got yesterday's mail, last week's mail. You got everything, and my locker was empty. And I asked the clubhouse guy, I said, "Where's my stuff?" He said, "It's on the other side." I said, "On the other side, where?" He says, "In the other team's locker room." Well, at 3 o'clock in the morning, they had traded me to the Minnesota Twins. The team that we were playing against that weekend. Now, I had just bought a house. And I says, "You mean my stuff is over there?" They said, "Yeah, you were traded this morning at 3 o'clock, and they didn't have time to tell the press." So I go over to the locker room, and sure enough, all of my stuff was there in their locker room. Now, at the time, I had to call my house and tell my wife. I says, "I've been traded." She said, "What do you mean you've been traded?" I said, "It means that I won't be coming home. I gotta go with the Minnesota to play." So, you know, when this happened, when the Kurt Flood and this whole thing happened, I was a roommate of Kurt, and this was about 5 years later. It was really something that we were all so happy to see happening, but not realizing what it was going to do to Kurt. But before then, before this was the way it was. When they say move, you had to move. When they say go, you had to go, and you had no choice to do so, and you were hoping that where you went was better than where you came from, and in many cases it wasn't.
Hold on, but finish the story. So you go to the other locker room and you put on a Minnesota Twins uniform.
Yes, and
you walk out on the field and people are laughing at you.
Yeah, the Cleveland Indians fans thought I was crazy. They said, "What are you doing?" I said, I think I'm with that team." They said, "No, last night you were a member of the Cleveland Indians." I said, yeah. And actually the manager asked me if I could pitch that day.
What?
I says, "Huh?" I said, "Yeah, can you pitch?" I said, "But I was just there last night." And so I said, "No, I don't think I can do that." But that's the way it was back in those days, and you pretty much had to accept it. There was nothing else that you could do.
Okay, Lou Johnson.